and welcome to week 4. The assignment for today, for this week, is going to be the objective. Let's talk about that first. So, we're at breaking the spell, awareness, and acknowledgement. So, the objective for this week will be develop awareness and acknowledge the reality of the situation. And the topics are overcoming denial and rationalization, recognizing personal boundaries. Remember, I told you we were going to talk about personal boundaries. Well, we're there. And when they are violated. So you want to recognize your personal boundaries and you want to recognize when they are violated. That's what we're going to talk about this week. Understanding the necessity of change. So we're going to discuss why change is necessary. Here's your activity for the week. Remember, I said you can get started whenever you want. You don't have to wait until day 4 to get started. You can start whenever you want for the week. And please make sure you have already done the assignments for week 1, 2, and 3 before you get started with week 4. Everything is in stages. So in order for this to work properly, you have to go in order. So first, the activity that you're going to have is to write. You're going to write a letter to your past self about your future self. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to look back on your past and see all the things that you've done, and then you're going to think and reflect on your future, how you want your future to be. And you're going to write a letter. Your future self is going to write a letter to your past self, telling your past self what needs to be done in order to get to that future self. Okay? And you're going to show gratitude towards yourself. You're not going to be putting yourself down, talking about you should have never done that. Oh, you're stupid. No, you're not going to do that to yourself. What you're going to do, your future self is going to encourage your past self that you can make it to the future and be the person that the future self is going to become. All right? So the number 2 assignment is going to be the group discussion. You're going to share any breakthroughs you had in your past 3 weeks. So these past 3 weeks that you have been in this course, you're going to share whatever breakthrough that came about. It can be you just recognizing that you do need the help, or recognizing that the person you with is just not the one for you and you're ready to let them go. All that. So you're just going to share whatever breakthrough you have. And then the last assignment for this week would be self-reflection exercises in your journal. Now, there are 2 more activities. I'm going to tell you what they are, but before I do that, I want to at least share this journal with you, what you're going to do in the journal. So the self-reflection exercise in your journal, you're going to reflect on your past experiences with relationships, all your relationships, with your parents, with your siblings, any school teachers, as well as boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. You're going to share, you're going to reflect on it, and then you're going to write down the highs and the lows of each of them. It's going to be some writing. You're going to have to dig deep, okay? And then you're going to then what you're going to do is compare the pattern. So basically, you're going to look and see how things were with your parents, and then you're going to look at how things were with your teachers, and then how things were with your friends, and how things were with your boyfriends or ex-husband or whatever, or your girlfriend, ex-wife, whatever. And you're going to see any similarity. What's similar with your mother and your boyfriend? I'm going to give you an example. Like for me, when I was married to my ex-husband, the narcissist, I realized that my mother and my ex-husband shared similar traits. That's how I realized that my mother is narcissistic too. I didn't know that until I started realizing that why do I feel like I married my mother? I remember saying that several times because them two, they didn't like each other. They hated each other. And guess what? Each one knows its own kind. And she recognized his kind immediately when she met him, and he recognized her immediately before he met her, because I had talked about her and I shared some things about our relationship, and it kind of, I guess to him, he realized that, hey, if I go around her mother, she would be able to expose who I really am. So it took a minute for him to meet her. But what I'm saying is there was similarities there, and I realized what was happening. I actually did marry my mother, and her personality, that's what I married. And I realized that that wasn't what I wanted. So you have to see where the pattern is at. So let's talk about, there's 2 other exercises I'm going to have you do, and that is going to be the gray rock method. The gray rock method is going to be when you are living apart with the when you're living apart from the narcissist, you 2 are not living together. And when you are living with the narcissist, how to do it. It's going to be an exercise that's going to teach you how to do it. So I'm going to get further into that as we get into the course, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with